Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first down throw for Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Hey, boy, you're set, buddy. Gun. Express! Gun.
Here's Newton. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey. We got 4 now.
Newton on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Bird. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Newton to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To the air again, Newton. He's going to float this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Panthers. And even 40 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. T.J. Watt in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Do some. Do some.
Now it's Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down.
Hey.
Newton now to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ty Montgomery, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
3 down. Set. Green.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And now running right through it. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
3 down. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Rudolph going to throw on 3rd and 1. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Tight end right. Alert. Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively.
Gun. Here we go now. Blue 90. Detroit. Watch the slat.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Room to run past midfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Come on now.
Newton now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. From the 50, Newton. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A gain of 32 that time.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today. So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Newton now to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
2nd and goal from the 1. He's going to get it running right. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it, and I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check.
Detroit! Detroit!
Rudolph throwing on second down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Staying open. Staying open.
Mike, check. 59, 59. Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun on third down, it's Rudolph. And incomplete on the deep ball. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at the 20.
Gun.
Out of the gun, Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll try again from the 20 on second and 10. On second and 10, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Hey. You. Gun. Express! Hey.
Watch the curl.
On first down, Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10.
Hey.
Throwing again is Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
20. Great.
Newton throwing again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Will Fuller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Rudolph on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. This is Bell on the dump off. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Here's Rudolph. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A lot of times we talk about being opportunistic as a defense as a whole. Right now it's becoming just one guy on this defense.
And he is doing such a fantastic job because everyone emphasizes taking the ball away, going after the football. But some people just have a special knack for it. He forced 2 fumbles last week, and there he forces another one in this game.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gano the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3.
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. And this is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Over!
Here's Rudolph off play action. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
All right, here we go.
Now Rudolph on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Strong right. Strong right. Hey, guys, check it.
2nd and 10, Rudolph again. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Rudolph looking to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Tight right here. Tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Gun!
And they are going for it. It's Rudolph. He gets it to Brown, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. You don't see too many conversions on 4th and 10, but we just did there. A gain of 14 and a first down. First down, it's Rudolph. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, it's Rudolph. There he goes inside the 30. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Rudolph going to throw again. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Luke Kuechly in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago, and it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Hey, set, green 39.
Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. And he will find his man on the outside. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd and 10, Rudolph. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Kill. Turn it up.
Back to the air, Rudolph. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Let's go, fellas. Got 4 down. Let's go.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Rudolph. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Shaq Thompson in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Tight end right.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Now Rudolph. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gano now to add the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll run it with Bell, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing on second down. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Rudolph going to throw on 3rd and 1. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Vernon Butler in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That goes for a gain of 31.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Now Newton on 1st down. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand monster. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Here's Rudolph. This one complete right side to McDonald. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Now it's Rudolph. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Yeah, baby, yeah. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Gun. Tight end's right.
Now it's Newton. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Great. Gun.
Newton on 1st down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels...
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Gun. Express!
To the air again, Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Newton. His throw caught right around the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run with Montgomery. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Ty Montgomery with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Here's Rudolph off play action. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Another run, this time McCaffrey. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go.
A give. This is Montgomery. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Come on
The
now.
Panthers on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
Tight end right. 4 down.
Gun. Hey.
Check 43.
Express.
Now Newton. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
You got him.
They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains.
Great.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
Run. I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
Let's go.
Tight end left. 4 down.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this thing gets blown up well behind the line of scrimmage, but the marker is down on the field. Who's this against? Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now a handoff looking right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Tight left. Hey. We got 3.
Set. 180.
It's an 8th loss of the year, and that one cements the fact that they're not going to reach their goal of finishing over 500.
And that's too bad because they really pressed for it. You know, they gave it a heck of a run, but now they've got to find out who's going to play hard down the stretch and still try and win ball games.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.